Okay.
Okay, so I press the window sign on the key.
Right, and that's going to open up your start menu as well as your search programs and files dialog. And then you basically, in this case, want to define the camera instructions. Now, I think you typed camera, but you pressed enter. It was set to something else. You can close that.
Okay.
Repeat the process, press the window key, and since you know you're looking for camera instructions, type camera. And look in your list where it actually gives you many different selections. There it is, and it opened up the window for camera instructions, and there's the file we saved. Now you have your camera instructions. But I'm going to give you some alternatives as well. It's knowing your windows in your computer.
Okay.
So let's close that. And again, a good method to practice closing is Alt F4. Only to help enforce the lessons of safe closing.
Okay.
Now let's say you want to leave this up, you want to find something on your computer. The lesson here is, of course, knowing how to get into what they call the Windows Explorer, not the Internet Explorer. This is the Windows Explorer, anything on your computer. A shortcut method, of course, is holding the window key with one finger and typing the letter E for Explorer while holding the window key, and then of course you release it once you hit the E. So we'll try that again. We can actually open up another window like that. We'll close one with Alt F4. But here's what happened. It opened up.
Which one's the window key?
Yeah, the window key has the window logo on it.
Fine.
And then we hold that and press the letter E once, and then you can let go of both. And that way it opens up what they call My Computer. In the older versions of Windows operating systems, it just says Computer at the top of the address bar in the window. So basically it's showing you everything on your computer.
Okay, so you hold the window keys and you press what?
E.
Press the letter E for Explorer.
Okay.
And now you're probably still going to say, how do I, what do I do here, Because it shows a list here, favorites, and if you click anything here, it'll show you everything inside on this side of the window. This is showing everything in the computer, and that's actually selected right now. It shows the hard drive and, of course, the storage partition that we made to store everything. But in this case, let's say you know what you're looking for. You're looking for a document that you saved from the internet. Well, it's always known where you saved it to, but who wants to remember anything? We can always flip through. There's a section called Libraries, which has documents, music, pictures, and videos. And of course, just about everything that we save to the computer, when we personally save it, we probably won't need many more libraries than that. So in this case, you would think, well, it's not music, pictures, or videos, it's a document. So go ahead and click the Documents part. And there's not a whole lot of things we saved, but we did make a Camera Instructions folder.
Okay.
We made a My Scans folder, that was for your scanner. And then there's some things that looks like you saved, Chicago Department, there was a test document we did, and then a Yahoo virus response. Now, I think I emailed that to you. Yahoo virus response was...
Okay, but why would that come up on Gloria's and not mine?
Because I Chicago Department, I
believe what we did, and please click storage for me.
Okay.
Because I believe what we did was we configured storage for everybody for the same place.
Oh, okay. So when you pull it up, it doesn't say Gloria's documents, Bill's documents, it just says documents.
Right, everybody's defaulted to store into the one storage drive.
That's all right.
And there was a reason why we did that. In other words, let's say the computer crashes again.
Yeah.
And then it's a nightmare trying to get all your data back.
Right.
Where now everybody's data is being stored on a separate partition that keeps it safe
from the,
let's say the operating
someplace other than the hard drive,
other than where the operating system is that can crash. You know,
and that's the thing that did crash.
That's exactly what happened last time.
Okay.
This is just a trick that I've learned to obviously help those who to get their data back easily, and then it's a lot less, trouble, Now, there's always, a possibility that a hard drive can crash physically, where the disk in there fail and it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
read right. Then it's a different story,
Sure.
But in other words, you get back to the navigation point we made. In the answer to your question, yeah, it pretty much defaulted into my documents, the documents that you save, like that Yahoo virus response test that I sent you.
Sure.
What does downloads mean?
Downloads, you can click it here as well, and it'll show you everything that's in there. Of course, there's nothing in there, but let's say, and this was a question I think that you had too. It doesn't always work depending on what it's downloading, and it's pretty much an internet designation of where it's going to go. If it's a download, let's say you're downloading a file. It may go into two places. It may be an internet download where you're actually downloading, like, say, an application, a setup, and hopefully you're only using trusted areas that's doing that, or I'm doing it for
Sure.
you. Or it could be going into another location called temporary. But as far as finding it and everything, it's well hidden, But we'll get into those
Yeah.
examples on the internet when you're dealing with your emails, when
Yes.
you're downloading attachments and saving them.
Well, see, here's what I did. I downloaded an attachment, came up, and then I made changes on that. It was the agenda for a Kiwanis meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed the dates, and I changed a few other things.
Okay.
And then it says save as. I did that.
Good.
Blah, 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 Kiwanis, meeting agenda, a date.
Right, you gave it another title, in other words.
Right. And it went someplace. And then when I went to send the email out to everybody,
You didn't know where to find it.
I couldn't find it to attach it.
Right, so let's go over that. But we'll,
Do you want to go into documents? Is that what he needs to do?
well, no, I think we need to duplicate the situation, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to do what you did, and
Or
I'll
you
look?
can go to your email and just duplicate the situation where it's the same thing. You're getting an email with an attachment, but you want to open it, you want to make a couple changes, you want to save it. The key is saving it. Where are you going to save it at?
Exactly.
You have a choice.
Okay,
If
see, I
you-
didn't
if
know
you
that. I
use-
just said save as.
If you use the default location as to where you're saving it, of course, knowing how to get there is the question. But why do that when you don't know where that is? It's better to navigate to the part of the computer where you want to save it to,
Okay.
and then you can name it once you're in that location, and then save it, and then later, oh, I know where I saved it at, But let's say you don't remember even after you put it where you thought you did, that Windows search method where you press the window key and then type at least part of the name of the document, or if you can't remember what you named it, some of the content.
Yeah.
It'll actually detect it. Now, again, in Windows 7, that's a nice feature, but let's say you just turned on the computer and the power just came on. It may not find it right away because what it's doing, it's actually indexing all the different items in your computer in order to be able to search.
Okay.
So in the beginning, it may not. You may be like me where you leave your computer on all day, or at least at work I do. I
We
have to.
haven't been doing that.
Okay.
When
And
I
then-
get
and
off,
I don't
mean,
recommend
unless
that.
I ask Gloria, are you gonna get on? And she said, I don't know. Then I close down.
Shut it down.
I
yeah.
do the thing with the Control-Alt-C and
Sure.
go through the cleansing or.
Good.
Okay, I did that yesterday. That's why the computer was on. And I did that, and nothing worked. Some stupid page came up or something, and I said, rather than screw it up, I got up and went and made dinner.
Okay. So let's
But that's
begin.
okay, because I
Yep.
just ended up logging you off and I went and did what I did. And then
Okay,
I-
that's another thing, logging off.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I'll put that clean on and it'll say, other people are in this, blah, 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 blah. So when you say log off, I thought you just press those two things and see, and that would clean, and that would log off. But you have to press
Oh,
So I
no.
tried pressing Alt 4F, and that wasn't right either.
Yeah, correct. In other words, Control-Alt-C is activating a shortcut for the C cleaner, and we'll do that here. Control-Alt-C is bringing up what they call the C cleaner. We confirm it with a yes. And then, of course, it's not focused, but we focus it by finding it, and that's basically going to run the cleaner. Of course, the Internet Explorer the Internet is on, so it's asking me to confirm that. So that's just a sweep of cleaning the temporary files, etc. You know, when you want to log off the computer, there's a window, there's a start menu, the window key or the window icon in the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
If you click that, and then see where it says shut down, but there's an arrow next to it.
Yeah.
Click the arrow and then see where it says log off.
Log off. Okay.
That'll log off to your user profile
Okay.
and leave it open for someone else to log on.
Okay.
And you can force the log off if you want, because you've got some stuff open still, unless you know that, oh, I can't close that, I gotta save that, or, you know, I don't, you know, that kind of thing. So you can force the log off by clicking yes. And now it didn't shut down the computer, it's actually still on. And there it is, everyone else can log on.
Okay.
That way, and that's a good thing if you learn that, because that way if someone else wants to get on, you're not on as well, and it's requiring more resources to do
Right.
whatever the other person wants to do, and you're still on there, you know.
Okay.
Especially if your other profile is running a program still, you know.
What
So
is-
sorry.
What does that mean, running a program?
Let's say I was encoding something in a video program that was taking a lot of resource from the processor, you know.
I don't
Or-
even know what that means. So
Yeah.
it won't be
or-
me.
Okay, it won't be you.
Okay.
But it's better to have the other individual log off before the other one logs
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Because that way it's not using that much more of the
Okay.
processor's power,
Right.
you know.
Okay.
So, okay, would you like to log back in? And let's
Okay.
try that email attachment save as lesson. So,
Okay, so I
of course,
want
we'll have to
to-
start over again, but let's do this. We're gonna, as long as you run the C cleaner at the end of a browsing session, we can set it to where it will retain your passwords if that's what you
Now,
want.
I pressed Alt-I.
Control,
Control,
Alt, I should bring up the internet.
Okay.
Good. Now let me set these settings for you real quick so it's not wiping out everything. There's a remember passwords function there. We'll select that. It may ask you once, Firefox will, and we're going to say remember history. That way it's going to keep everything. Again, it's you know, it's not as safe as it was set up before, but if you do run that C cleaner at the end of your browsing sessions, that will help do what this was doing already.
So,
You know.
do you recommend that or no?
As long as you run the C cleaner religiously after you're
Yeah.
done with your browsing session, it'll still be fine.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
browsing session means I buy airline tickets, I look up my stocks,
Right.
I look up if I can buy argon oil at drugstore.com. That's browsing, right?
Yeah, everything that's internet related.
Okay.
And once you're
including
done,
reading your messages is browsing.
exactly, email. But let's do that. Let's go into your email now, bookmarks, etc. We're going to sign in. And you're going to check that box, keep me signed in for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that way,
You need a refill there?
that would be good. I love this
Do,
flavor.
do you want a
Really good.
piece of toast? I have
Thank you.
some really good bread. Cherry nut.
Oh, thank you very much. I probably shouldn't because it's sugar related. Thank you. So once you get in, and then we'll be able to close. Make sure you check that box, keep me signed in. And then go ahead and sign in. Now see where it says remember password? Go ahead and say, answer this
With
one
this?
first.
This one?
Keep me signed in.
Okay.
And hopefully it does remember the password. Now it did ask for it again, so let's see.
You know,
Okay, now you can click that remember password option. Just click that. Remember password.
And what is this?
Why is it going to that page? I don't know.
Okay, so I just automatically just don't
Yeah,
even look at it anymore. I
that's
just
fine.
click on mail.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's
Here you
doing
go.
that. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay,
All
so
right, now let's test this thing to make sure it's doing what I said it would. Just close the browser. Alt F4 is a better way to close anything. Alt F4. Okay, now go ahead and bring up your internet. Control Alt I.
oh, okay.
And then go to your bookmarks and bring up your AT&T, and it should be logged in already. No, it's not. So
It wants to keep me protected. It's
yeah, but we
I do such important things. You know.
yeah, but we did change the settings to take it now. So let's see. It says remember. It says remember. So all right, let's try it again. Okay, it's there already. Just arrow down.
Oh.
See
okay.
your all your typing's done for you. You can
Okay.
arrow down and select, or you can
Oh,
click it.
arrow down.
Arrow down and
This?
Yeah. That selects it. Hit enter. You could do it with the mouse too. You could have clicked the
Wait a
line.
minute.
Arrow down, hit enter.
Okay.
Yep, and then go ahead and tab over, or if you want to click the field with the mouse, put your password in.
Okay.
And then
Then click keep me signed in.
yep, and then sign in. Now go ahead and click remember password here. I think that's why it didn't remember last time, although it did on the second
then
one.
keep me signed in.
Signed in. And then let's see if it asks again. It did, but it did remember the password. Just click sign in. Okay, we're in. Click
Look
mail.
at that.
All right, now let's try it once more. Alt F4, close the window.
Oh.
Just Alt F4,
Okay.
and then go ahead and bring it up again. Bookmarks. It should be there. Now,
Oh,
at
look
least
at that.
the password's there, but it keeps telling not to sign in, so yeah, it looks like we've reduced a couple steps.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think it's your settings within the Yahoo account that's doing this. I really do.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. I don't mind clicking a couple of
Yeah.
times, but saying
But at least
And
you're
then,
not
like I
entering
say,
all the information.
Yeah.
well,
again,
yeah, and
so-
even the password. I chose this password because I thought no one is gonna think,
Right,
whatever.
right. It's good to have a secure password,
And
especially in Yahoo,
Yeah.
because they have a lot of virus
It's funny
problems.
when I was choosing passwords, they had a rating system. Not a good password, an okay password, and an excellent password. Mine
Okay.
came up excellent.
Good,
Excellent.
good.
So,
All right, let's proceed with the attachment lesson. Go into your inbox, and there's pretty much an icon next to anything that has an attachment in this column here.
oh,
I believe it's in that column, but I don't see anything with an attachment yet.
no, usually I don't get attachment.
Okay, then maybe we'll have to have Bill log in.
Okay, all right, you go ahead.
Yep.
All right, well, let me do this. Alt F4.
Right. And since you're done with, again, when we
Should I
run,
log off?
you should log off. So
Okay.
practice logging off.
Okay. Such a beautiful scene.
Oh, it is. Good job. So I'm going to stop the video